Hello, welcome back to another video. It's Lydia here. As you may have guessed from the title of the video, today I'm going to be doing my May game pickups. So I've been doing bi-monthly pickups recently because I haven't been buying a lot of games, but this month I have actually bought quite a few games, so I thought I'd do it just 1 month this video. Now I'm quite happy with quite a lot of the pickups I've got. I've got loads and loads of good bargains. I've also got some retro bits as well. And yeah, I'm just really excited to show you what I've got. I've got a few ones that I've been looking for a while. So without further ado, I'll show you what I've got. So first up, this is one that I actually just got today and I know nothing about it, but I picked it up and thought it looked cute. And this is Chibi Robo Ziplash. Now it just looks like a really cute, quirky platforming game that's got a bit of action to it. It's basically like a kind of robot plug and you go around and there's aliens and you collect snacks and just all sorts of things and you save the world apparently. Yeah, I just think it looks really, really cute. It only cost me £4 second hand, so you can't really lose. If it's rubbish, I've only lost £4, so yeah, a bit excited to play that one and see what it's like. So next up, I'm going to be having a look at my PS3 pickups that I got. And I got quite a few. So I bought quite a lot of PS3 games recently because I've been trying to rebuild my PS3 collection, and yeah, they're just really cheap at the moment, so they're really good to sort of bulk out the collection, and most of these only cost me £2 each. So yeah, I'll start off with showing you Dragon Age Origins. Now I've played Dragon Age Inquisition, I really enjoyed it. I know lots of people really love Origins, so yeah, I'm finally going to try and play this game. Only cost me £2 and it's in pretty good condition. It's even got a manual. I just really love the design of it as well. It's like really simple and clean. It's a very chunky manual. But yeah, it's in good condition, like I said, and yeah, it's a classic, so you can't really go wrong with this. Next up, 2 more classics that I got. Mass Effect 2. I still don't have Mass Effect 1. I did look for it today, couldn't find it, but yeah, this only cost me £2 and it's in really good condition, so you can't really complain. And yeah, everyone knows they're really great games. No manual or anything, just the disc. But hopefully I'll finally get to play this one and finish off the series. And I also got Mass Effect 3. I have actually played this one before, but I never finished it, so hopefully I'll get to play the whole trilogy from beginning to end and see how I feel about it, see which one's my favourite. I know people generally prefer 2 and 3's not so much of people's favourites, but like I said, I've already played it, so I kind of know what to expect. So yeah, it'd be good to finally play this one again. Now, another one that I saw that I kind of have seen around a couple of times but never really thought much of it is Brutal Legend, and I finally actually picked it up today and had a look at it, and it's about Jack Black basically. Yeah, apparently it's got lots of rock and metal styles in it as well, and like he uses his powers with his guitar and stuff, and it just looks really mental and really fun. I did look up a couple of gameplay trailers and it looks like a lot of fun too, and yeah, looks quite cool. And yeah, it's got pretty good reviews and it's got a little leaflet inside, a bit more chunkier, and yeah, I just like the idea of playing as Jack Black in a video game. I mean, that's pretty cool, so yeah, be fun to see how this one plays out. Next up, another game I've not really heard loads and loads about is Syndicate. Now, I actually have Syndicate on the Mega Drive and I believe it's a kind of remake or sort of inspiration from that original game, so I thought it'd be really fun to give this one a go and see how it plays out. The graphics and gameplay look pretty good and it's actually got quite good reviews, but the reason why it's not so popular is it kind of bombed when it first came out, so it's pretty cheap to buy. This only cost me £2 as well. Got a pretty cool style and I really love cyberpunk, so it'd be interesting to see how it plays out. It's just got a little leaflet in there, but nothing interesting. But yeah, I'm interested to play this given that it is based on an older game, and yeah, be fun to see how it compares to the older series as well. Now this one I am super excited about. Ant bought me this as a present and basically it is Yakuza 5. So I have actually played Yakuza 5 already. Yakuza 5 is one of the only games that wasn't released in the West physically, so you can only buy it digitally. So if you do want a physical edition of the game, you have to buy the Japanese one. And that's what this one is. And I've been wanting it for a while. Obviously, I'm not going to play it because it's Japanese only, but I just really love the Yakuza series so much. And it's always bothered me that I don't have 5 in a physical collection. So, really excited to finally have this. And yeah, it's super cool. I do find the Japanese designs tend to be a lot busier, especially on the back. Like, usually you only get 1 or 2 photos on the back of English or Western games, but yeah, it's quite cool. And there's no leaflet or anything inside, it's just the disc. But yeah, very excited to finally have a complete PlayStation 3 collection of the Yakuza games. I will eventually get the remastered ones of 3 to 5 as well, and I want to play those through and play them on the PlayStation 4 so I can compare them. But for now, very excited that I finally have the last of the collection. So next up, I got one single PS2 game, and that is Bouncer. Now, I've actually been having my eye on this one for a little while. I've not seen it physically, I don't think, ever, and it wasn't expensive. I think it cost me about £8, so a little bit pricier than your average PS2 game, but still pretty cheap when you consider the price of other retro consoles. So it looks really good. I've heard really great things about it. Apparently not a super long game. It's a kind of RPG fighter, brawler, beat 'em up style. Looks really good. I really like the art style of it, and probably doesn't escape your notice that he looks a lot like Sora from Kingdom Hearts. There's been a lot of comparisons, and that's kind of how I first heard about this game as well. I saw some memes about it, so you know, memes do come in handy sometimes. But yeah, it looks super fun, and yeah, I'm very excited to play it. Like I said, apparently not a very long game. You can have a look inside, and it has actually got, oh my god, look how much he looks like Sora. Looks so much like Sora. Anyway, yeah, there's a leaflet inside. It's actually in full colour, which is pretty cool. Don't always see them in full colour. It's got a little bit about gameplay and a bit about character profiles as well, which is always really nice, adds a bit more depth to it. And yeah, just very excited to play it. It looks very fun, really enjoy the art style of it, and nice to finally have a game I've been after for a while. So this month I also got one single PlayStation 1 game, and that is Syndicate Wars. Now this one isn't in really good condition, but it's mostly the case that's a bit gross and broken, so I'm not too worried about that. It's easily replaceable. But yeah, it looks quite fun, and apparently it's very similar to Syndicate on the Mega Drive. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a remaster or if it's supposed to be like a remake, but it does look really interesting. It should be fun to play and compare. I don't really understand why they've put SW all over. It's a bit odd. Some very strange design choices in the early 2000s, but it does look very similar gameplay wise to the Syndicate that I've got on the Mega Drive, but obviously the graphics have been improved quite considerably. But yeah, should be really cool to compare and see how they play and see if it is a direct remake of the original game. So yeah, let's have a look inside. There's actually no leaflet, but someone has written down how to play this game, and sort of, it just looks like instructions of how to actually, what the different buttons do and stuff. It's very sweet that someone's taken the time to write it down. But yeah, no manual unfortunately, just the disc. Like I said, not in really good condition, but I'd not ever seen it before, didn't really know that it existed until I saw it in the shop. So yeah, be really cool to give it a play. So last but not least, I was really excited to finally get some more Dreamcast games. Now, I've kind of been slowing down a lot on my Dreamcast collection because I just never see them in physical shops. You can obviously buy them online, but I really enjoy sort of buying stuff physically from shops, and often you can find some real bargains, or you can find some games you never found before or never heard of before. And yeah, I just much prefer buying them in physical shops. Anyway, I bought 2 games. So first up, I got Tony Hawk's Skateboarding. Now I believe this has different names for different countries. I think it's Pro Skater in other countries, but it's the same game, and I've already given this quite a bit of a play. I'm really enjoying it. I never played Tony Hawk's when I was little or growing up, so I'm going into it completely fresh. Obviously I know it's about skateboarding, and I know it's about doing lots of tricks and stuff, but I'm really enjoying the gameplay. It took me quite a long time to actually get used to how to play it and getting used to the mechanics of the game, but once I did, I really started enjoying it. I'm just finding it difficult actually getting the scores for the different areas, but yeah, I'm getting there, so hopefully I'll be completing it soon. was also playing the 2-player challenges with Ant as well, and yeah, it's really super fun. And on the Dreamcast, one of the really cool things about it is that on the MPU you get all the different animations, and it's super cool. And like when you do a trick successfully, it gives you like a thumbs up, and if you do one badly, it basically tells you off for it, and it just adds like a really nice element to the game as well. But yeah, and have a look at the actual case. Looks pretty good. It's in really good condition. And you got the disc there, and then also very chunky manual. The Dreamcast does always seem to have much chunkier manuals than other consoles, I think. Don't know why that is, but yeah, there's nothing too interesting in it. It's just how to play the game basically. It's very detailed. Yeah, I was very excited to finally get this. I think it only cost me £15, so not too expensive for a Dreamcast game, as it is one that's a bit more common on the Dreamcast. But yeah, like I said, in really good condition, so very, very happy to finally have it. And then another one that I've been after for quite a while is Soul Calibur, the very first one. I never really played Soul Calibur games before. I have got the other one on the PS3, but I've still not played it through. So this is my first ever playthrough of a Soul Calibur game, and I have to say I really, really, really love them. And I think it might be up there with some of my favourite fighter games. I really enjoy the fact that it's got different weapons, and the different characters you get are really different and unique, and there's loads of like just really cool fighting in there, which obviously it's a fighting game, so that's kind of what it's about, but you know what I mean. It's really cool. It's kind of got that fantasy element to it. A lot of these stages remind me a lot of like Final Fantasy X. It's got that kind of fantasy medieval look to it, and really, really, really awesome game. And we can have a look at the design. I quite like the colours, like the blue and orange. It's quite cool. And it's in pretty good condition. I think this one was the same. It kind of cost me about 15 odd quid. And something I really like about it is that because it's in such good condition, it's still got all the original bits, which includes like a promo leaflet, which I did actually show on my shorts on YouTube as well. And it's just got various advertisements of different games. But I really like the front. I think that's really cool marketing. And it also has a very, very chunky manual. But yeah, like I said, I have actually played this one through, really enjoyed it, and I've been unlocking lots of the different characters. I've not unlocked all of them yet, but I am getting there, and yeah, I just think it's really awesome. I definitely do recommend getting this for the Dreamcast. Another thing that I really liked as well is that on the MPU, whenever you're selecting your characters, when you're playing through as that character, it displays that character on your MPU, and every time you use one of the fighting buttons, it animates and it shows their fighting actions as well, which I think is so amazing, and it's definitely one of the things that I love most about the Dreamcast. Yeah, okay, it's a bit gimmicky and it doesn't necessarily add anything to the game, but it's something that's really quirky about the Dreamcast and just adds a bit more fun and depth to it. And yeah, I just really, really enjoyed the fact that it had those little animations. Really, really awesome. Can't recommend this game enough for the Dreamcast if you have one. But that concludes my pickups for the month of May. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I've picked up this month. I certainly enjoyed picking up the games, and I've really enjoyed the games that I have played that I have picked up this month. Let me know down in the comments what you think, if you have any favourites there, and what you think of these games. Have you played them? Do you want to play them? Let me know. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell if you want to see more of my videos and be notified when they go live. And don't forget to check me out on other social media. I'll leave all the links down below, and you can support me on Patreon if you would like to. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!